Hi everyone, welcome to Environmental Conservation, a summer course. So this course is a very intense 4.5 week course. It is considered a non-credit course, but if you succeed in this course, meaning if you receive a C or better in this course, the non-credit course will turn to credits. So if you receive a 70 or higher average, final average in my class, I will turn the credits for this class to into college credits. So you will see them on your transcript, etc. If you do not receive a 70% or better in this class, you will not receive college credits for this course, but don't look at it as a negative, look at it as a positive, look at it as the fact that you were able to see what a college level course looks like and to understand the expectations at the college level. I'm hoping that all of you will be able to get a 70% or better in this course. The one thing that you have to remember is technically for your meeting in the classroom, we would be meeting from 9 to 12:30 on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that amount of time, which is a significant amount of time, has to be incorporated into work in this class. So while you will not be seeing me in person, you will have an extreme amount of work due each week. So very quickly, this is what the Canvas home screen will look like when you log on. This is me and my family, and I just want to briefly take you through how to access Canvas and how to succeed in this course. So number one, you'll see over here, you'll see a couple things over here. These are just groups. We're not using this. This is your calendar. Please don't use this because dates will show up wrong on there. This is your email, so if you want to email me, just click on there and you can email me. So this is the best way to get in touch with me. You don't need any of the other items here. This is the home page, and we're on the home page right now. You see this. This is me. Here is the video this is the video that I'm making right now. Here's the syllabus for the class, and we'll go over that because it's absolutely essential that you do that. This is your learning outcomes. Each week we'll cover 2 sessions, so you'll notice that when I log in. And then here's just a bunch of other stuff that I want you to take a look at. I'm very serious on plagiarism and academic integrity, so I'd rather you reach out to me if you think you're going to copy something rather than copying it and then getting dinged. So it's absolutely essential that you let me know that. This is the announcements. Every week I send out an announcement, a video roundup like this, where I will make a video and I will give you pointers for the midterm and the final exam, okay? And so you'll see those announcements pop up here. The syllabus. Here's the syllabus for the course. You click on here, it'll take you to a Word document that has the syllabus for the course. Make sure that you read the syllabus for the course. You'll notice here that a bunch of other due dates show up. That's great and everything, but we also have due. Our discussions posts have strange due dates, so I want you to make sure you're aware of those strange due dates for your discussion posts. Over here you'll see how everything's graded, okay? Your midterms were 20% of your grade, your discussion posts are worth 60% of your grade, and your final exam is worth 20% of your grade. So you have a lot riding on those discussion posts each week, and so I want to I'll show you what those are. Here's your grades tab. This is your tab. It'll show you your grades as you go along. I grade everything in Canvas, so you'll be able to see that. Attendance doesn't matter because this is an online course, so really the way that I judge whether you are attending the course is when you log on and when you complete work, and I actually can see that. So I can see when you log on, I can see how much work you complete. And I could see how long you've stayed on each page. So make sure that you are reading the material and comprehending the material. Right here, this is the most important button. It is called the Modules tool. And when you click on the modules, you'll see I lay out everything that's due each week. So it's an awesome tool. You just do everything that's in that module that's due that week and you won't miss anything, which is fantastic. So right here, this is just kind of the course page module. So instructions for the course, how do I use this grades tab? I don't understand what she means by grade out or grades tab or whatever. So there. Directions for initial posts, which is right here. Directions for response posts. So these are really instructions on what I want in my initial post and response post. Your initial post and your response posts are like mini papers. So they will require a significant amount of input and work to do on those papers. So each initial post has to be at least 300 words. It has to contain sources that I've given you properly cited. Don't stress out. You'll be able to see an example under there. All of our initial posts in this class are due by Wednesday, and then we need to respond to classmates. So you'll have to respond to 2 classmates by Friday each week, and those have to be at least 200 words, and they have to agree, disagree, and explain why. So couple important things there. If you're unsure of how to actually make a discussion post and how to respond to a student, there's some screenshots right here, so they'll show you how to do that. And then if you're really unclear about citing references, here's a wonderful document, but also there's wonderful YouTube videos. So just click on YouTube and say, how do I cite in MLA formatting? How do I cite a source? Or how do I use in-text citations? And there are millions of great videos out there that'll show you how to do that. Okay, so I just want to briefly show you. So each week what's going to happen is under each session I'm going to have a description, a written description. I'll have a video overview of the session. I will have voice recorded PowerPoints for each chapter that we're going to cover during that session. So you have a lot of listening to do. You'll have a lot of reading to do. We don't have a textbook in this class, so I give you a lot of additional materials to read. Okay, so the PowerPoints are absolutely essential. The additional readings are absolutely essential. So since there is no PowerPoint, these are really important topics that we have to cover. Okay. So what would happen is you'd start at the top, you'd listen and read all the way down, and then you'll see here, session 1, we have a discussion post due. And when you click on it, you're going to see, you see that it says it's due July 14th. Well, actually it's due 2 days before that, because we need to leave time for the initial post, and then we have to leave time for our fellow classmates to respond. So what happens is if I make the due date Friday, then everybody waits till the last minute Friday, and then other students who want to get in early and make 2 posts to their classmates don't have enough time to do that. So the initial posts in this class are always due by Wednesday, and response posts are always due by Friday. Okay, so if you look here, this will tell you the learning outcomes and how these questions tie to learning outcomes. Right down here, you will see here are questions. You're going to pick one of these questions. I know there's 6 there, but you're going to pick one of these questions and you're going to answer it. And then with 300 words, a detailed post with sources, everything. And then your classmates are going to respond to your post. Okay, they have to do it twice. All right, so each initial post has 2 response posts. So in some weeks, you're going to have 2 initial posts due by Wednesday and 4 response posts due, 2 for each session. All right, so this is what it's going to look like. Okay, I might play with these a little bit before the start date of the course, but just so you know, okay, this is kind of what it looks like. So you'll see that. That's for the first week. I always do light the first week because the second week is really a heavy week. And the reason for that is because the second week we already have our midterm exam because we're halfway through the semester. So in the second week you'll see you have a lot of readings and material to cover. Same thing, I'll give an overview and then I will give detailed PowerPoints for each session. And then you'll see down here you actually have 2 discussion posts due. You have one for ethics, economics, and policy and one for consumption and waste. So you have 2 discussion posts due by Wednesday, 4 response posts due by Friday, 2 to each 2 for each session to different classmates. Okay, and then you notice here the review for the midterm. I will put up the review for the midterm for the 18 summer, and it's all essay. So really your midterm is the fact that you prepare before the midterm exam, you type out all your answers, and then in the midterm exam portal, right here you'll see that below week 3, due by July 30th, you'll have your midterm exam due. And that will be all of the material that we covered in the first 2 weeks of the class, and it'll have and all the questions are on that midterm exam review that you'll find on the midterm exam. So it's not like I'm going to ask you additional questions, etc. So it's absolutely essential that you prepare before the midterm. I'll give you, of course, more information on that leading into the midterm exam. If you look, here's week 3, same setup as week 2, and then all of a sudden we have week 4, which then the semester is over. So you'll see under week 3, the review for the final is already out. And then we have week 4, which is all of our material that we cover for week 4. And then you'll see your final exam that's due. So it is a very condensed semester, but it is doable. I've taught this now for 5 years. I know that students excel in this type of atmosphere. It's just going to take time and dedication on your part. So what I find very useful is time management skills, is that it's one of my strong points is time management skills. So what you need to do is set aside time during the day to say, oh, this would be like the time I actually go to class to do this work and get it done. And I think that's what's really important about the time management skills, is that you need to be able to block everybody else out and complete your work that's due for that week, and also start preparing for the following week. So it's going to require a lot of work ahead of time before the actual material is due. I know it's a lot, but I have all the confidence in the world that students can succeed. It will take some time on your part, because remember, the discussion posts are like writing mini essays each week, and some weeks you have 2 of those due. So the first week, of course, you have 1 due, but the second week you have 2 due, and you have to also start preparing for your midterm exam. And then the third week you have 2 discussion posts due, plus the response posts and the midterm exam. And then you have 1 more week where already you have 2 discussion posts due and then the final exam. So there's just a lot crammed into 4.5 weeks, but I know you can do it, and I know if you just take chunks little by little each day, you definitely can succeed in this course. I look forward to beginning this wonderful journey with you.